What is going on, people? Welcome to MFTV. I mean, at least we turned up. Do you know what I mean? At least we're here. So we're going to discuss what took place or what didn't take place at the Chinese Grand Prix. I'm joined with my co-host, Mahad, from the Pit Stop Fracker. Mahad, what's going on?
You know what? We can't be third fastest if we don't turn up. If we don't race. You can't have a bad day if you don't race.
That's true. That's true. We got to look at the positives. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, we got to see the right.
Hey,
side
we're above Haas. We're still further than the constructors.
You sound like Max Verstappen, mate. Verstappen was saying, if I get ahead of the Alpines, that'll be a good day. That's the levels. That's what we're up against.
That's where we're at right now.
Oh boy, it was a sprint weekend.
Are people thinking, why are we doing this right now?
Oh, many
audience.
This is the therapy session. Do you remember 2022? Do you remember 2023? These were therapy sessions every single Tuesday. We're giving it to you live. Listen, just because we've been on a high, on a crazy high as well, it doesn't stop now. It doesn't stop now. The therapy sessions are always there. What are you telling me? Should we have not arrived today?
No, we're here. Rain or shine, man.
We are.
We would have been here. We would have been here at Indianapolis 2005 when we didn't even go to the grid. We still would have been there.
The last time,
even though last time we had a double DNS, like you say.
Yeah, exactly
but
that. Even
what
though
was how, break it down. Tell me how you was. How was your Sunday?
My Sunday was, I got up at 5:30 a.m. to watch the coverage from Sky Sports. That's how it started, right? I thought, let me take it all in. You know what I mean? Let me take it all in and see what's going on. You know, they're doing bits about Charles Leclerc. They're doing stuff about Arvid Limla. They've gone to India. I was getting involved. I was watching it all. I was like, okay, here we go. And then, almost early doors, they're like, yeah, Lando's got an issue. They're still in the garage. Meanwhile, all the other cars have come out. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, Lando's going to start from the pit lane. It is what it is. And then let's say we've done the national anthem. They've done the whatever that grid walk was without Martin Brundle. And then we get to the basically, you know, like when they run the credits again, like the intro of the F1 intro. And it's like, yeah, here we go. Then I see, almost like breaking news again with Oscar Piastri. I said, whoa, come on, no. I thought like someone's having me on now. They're definitely having me on. And they're talking about, something's wrong with Oscar's car. They've had to take it out of the grid. So Oscar made it this time. He even made that comment in his post-race interview. He said, listen, I made it to the grid, but I still couldn't race. And I said, what the hell is going on? And because at this time it's like 5 to 7 in the morning. I'm not really registering that both my guys are not racing today. That's not registering in my head at all. What's registering in my head is, okay, I'm tired. We're going to start from the back of the grid and we're going to crack on. Bro, what do you mean there's a double DNS, bro? And also the fact that they don't have the same problem, but they're both electrical power unit side of things. And Andrea Stella, because what's interesting as well, like when Oscar had his situation last week, they spoke to Zach Brown on the Sky on the pit lane. They spoke to Zach Brown, and we even spoke about how that was kind of a weird way of even his body language was kind of weird. On this occasion, Andrea Stella literally blanked Ted Kravitz in the pit lane because he kind of was like trying to weigh it up. Can I go talk to him? Can I not? And the guy just turned around. And I think there's a guy, I think it's probably the comms guy, who's just like, it ain't happening today. It ain't happening today. So that's when I was like, wait. No papaya on track. This is unreal. This is unreal. Mercedes need to hold up Mercedes. I hope they held them up today. They're giving it, Stella was giving it. We're working as a team, this, that, and the other. Mercedes, HPP, whatever. I need them to be a stick up. I need a stick up in at Mercedes headquarters, wherever it is. Go to Brackley and stick them up and just say, what the hell? What is that? The last 2 weeks. That's how it was run down for me. What about you, man?
My one was quite interesting. I set my alarm for 6:59.
Ooh, right.
So 1 minute, yeah, to go from my bedroom to the living room, turn the TV on, click the channel, right? I turned on the TV. You see when the Rolex goes straight to 3, bang.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. I was
That
like,
formation.
Okay, cool. I don't know what's going on, yeah. I'm watching them come off the grid. I don't see P5, P6, not dead. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't see no. This is the good thing about being papaya. I don't see no papaya. It's very obvious.
It's obvious.
I don't see nothing there. Then they pan to the grid to the pit box, pit lane. See both our cars in the thing. One of the cars is on the stands, bro. So I'm thinking. Firstly, I thought, oh, maybe it's a pit lane start. Maybe they have to change some parts. When they broke part firmly, they had to start pit lane start. Okay, I would have just swallowed that. It would have been tough, but I would have swallowed it. Yeah. But then I see one of the cars. I think it was Lando's car side on the stands, bro. And these men are going on the lap to start the race, bro. I was like, what's going on here? You know when your eyes, you just woke up as well. The alarm went bah, bah, bah. My eyes, I couldn't even adjusting my eyelids. Like,
still flagging.
What was going on? I watched them leave. I was thinking, I even watched the first lap. And I was thinking, okay, maybe they're coming out at the end of the first lap or something. And they're starting 1 lap down.
Yeah.
I still had hope then. I was like, well, maybe we'll be a couple laps down and stuff like that. Then when I see their names become grayed out, you know, on the timing sheet.
Yeah. I saw that happen.
When I saw their names grayed out, I went back to bed.
You went back to bed?
I went back to bed. I didn't go back to bed. I slept on the sofa. I just said, I'm all right, man.
You just crashed.
I crashed out. Then went to sleep after lap 7, woke up lap 24. If you're asking me for anything that happened in between that time, I don't know.
Days, bro.
It's one of those ones where you're just like, I ain't got time for this right now.
I was furious, man.
I don't want to know the reasons.
I
wasn't even trying to seek reasons. I didn't go online to seek reasons of why this is happening. I just said, I'm out. It's too early for this.
Yeah, because nothing would have helped. Nothing would have helped.
It's already done.
It's done. Yeah, it's done. You know what I mean?
So
like,
maybe if I did it like you, where I was processing it earlier, I would have been super annoyed. I would have been like, oh, maybe we can still make it. I still would have had to hope you. I had no hope you.
I just thought it was unreal. Like, we're having this 2 weekends in a row where both, for example, Oscar's not raced a lap in Formula One in a Grand Prix weekend. You know what I mean? Take the sprint aside. He hasn't raced.
We've had 3 DNSs out of 4.
What is that about? What is going on?
First of all, the rest of these guys in Formula One, they're a disgrace. Anybody that's below us. Because while we further the constructors, we've already started one car and 1 Grand Prix. How we've heard.
I did see that with P3 in the constructors. I just thought, how?
How? We've had DNS 3 times.
It's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. Although we're looking like a midfield team at the moment, man. We're looking ahead of the midfield pack.
Do you know what it is? I feel like we're in no man's land.
Yeah, man. It's a bit like Lando Norris in Australia.
We're quick. Yeah, it's quick. We're quicker than them, man. There.
Yeah.
That are behind us. We're significantly quicker than them, but we're way slower than the other guys. So we're just floating. It's not even midfield. We're like midfield plus. You know when you get on the plane, economy plus. We're there, like we've got our own thing going on.
Premium
it's
economy.
Really weird floating in a space like that. Really weird.
It is. It is weird.
We were tussling with Ferrari a bit in the sprint part of the weekend.
Yeah. It gave them a little wake-up call. Because at least in quali, we gave them a bit of a jab and said, yo, we're here, you know. Do you know what I mean? We're here.
Someone in the comments has just said we're beefing Haas, yeah. We're not beefing Haas. We've had 3 DNSs. We're not beating that. If we just finish races, we'll be significantly far ahead of them, like we are on the track.
How dare you say we're beefing Haas?
We're not beefing Haas on the pace. That makes sense. We're just in this no man's land. Just processing it. Double DNS.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was angry. I was just confused. I didn't really understand what was going on. Then when like the information started coming out after the race, and you know, this is the line that got me. There was an electrical issue on the power unit side.
Yes.
This is the line they kept saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I love that we stuck
Translate that. Translate that. What does that mean? That means this ain't our fault.
I paid attention to that line. They
kept repeating that line. That is translation. All-in-one translation. This is not McLaren.
Yeah, correct. And it goes back to what Andrea Stella was saying at the beginning of the season. Yo, give us the information. Stop hiding from us. You're not telling us everything. So yeah, let's get into the comments, man, because we got to digest this, man. Shout out to Dion, says, afternoon, young men. What's happening, Dion? I hope you're good and well. Hopefully you're here for the therapy session. Adam says, good evening, but it's not a good one. Tough weekend. I think we were closer to the top compared to last week, but we need to sort these issues out. Both drivers had a good weekend. I agree with Adam's comment there. I think we were better than last weekend. The Chinese Grand Prix, the Shanghai circuit is a bit more of a traditional, legit race circuit. Listen, Australia's been here for donkey's years, but it is kind of unique. It's not an outlier as such, but it's unique. China was where, for example, like we saw a lot more overtaking in China longer term in the race. Not just like in Australia where we saw it for the first 20 laps and then that was basically it. That was your lot. It was a lot more, it was a lot more genuine for sure. But yeah, I think the guys were better this weekend. What did you think?
Yeah, it looked like it when we came out in sprint quali and managed to put it P3 and P6, I think,
6
or 7. Yeah. We looked like we were on, especially in qualifying, we looked more on the pace with Ferrari.
Yeah,
the gap doesn't look that significant. Race, I think we still got tire wear issues, and obviously, I think a lot of that's due to the chassis being a bit undercooked and just understanding the deployment. I think we definitely took a step from Australia. And just understanding that deployment. And this is what makes the DNS even worse because every race is a testing session now to get more information.
Yeah.
And we've basically lost lap time for Oscar twice to get key information, and we lost lap time because of Lando not racing in China as well. So
that's key.
We basically got one Lando Australian Grand Prix and the sprint race. That's all the information that we got. So but closer. Considering that we're much closer, we only had one practice session. Hopefully Suzuka will be better, and I thought, I didn't expect it. When you came into the race for China, I didn't. After seeing the sprint race, I was just expecting let's just grab P4, P5.
You could
or
definitely
P5, P6 and get the hell out of it.
You could definitely see that. Yeah.
So for me personally, it's more the points hurt, not having the points. Not having the guaranteed points in Australia, not having the guaranteed points in China. I don't know how much it would probably be, maybe 15 points. That probably will bite us later on in the year.
I'm seeing Behrman drinking P5 and I'm seeing Gasly P6. Like, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? What's going on here? Shout out to Robinho. Oh, here he is. He's arrived now, yeah. My lovely tangerines. I hear you had some problems. Rocket not rocketing. It's okay. Sometimes sick days in bed on the weekend are good for the soul. I'll prescribe Calpol. Robinho, just remember you're a Ferrari fan. Enjoy the sun.
Ferrari's better than us right now.
Let them enjoy the sun today. They're not winning. Here's the thing, newsflash. They're not winning any championship this year. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Let's put that as a McLaren fan. That's a positive.
It is. Yeah. Although Mercedes are being an op at the moment this year. So do I even want Mercedes to win anything this year? Who knows? But yeah, it's a lot. Uzair, what's going on, man? Long time. Hope you're good. Hi, everyone. I read a stat somewhere that Oscar Piastri is the first F1 driver to have 2 consecutive DNS since Bruce McLaren in 1969. I did see that. 3 out of the 4 DNS so far, and McLaren is somehow 3rd in the World Constructors
Which is
Championship.
wild. That last bit's wild.
It's absolutely insane when you think
I feel
about
bad for Oscar, man. Oscar fans, Oscar. The guy season is started.
It hasn't started. I see someone. Literally, I come out the train station today. I see someone with an Oscar hoodie. You know the new green ones that they had that they had in Melbourne. Somebody was wearing the hoodie today. I was like, okay. It's like, big up you, man. I was like, listen, it's not been a great start.
You see your driver race, bro.
we don't know what it looks like. You know what I mean? We don't know how he drives. Shout out to David. It says there's nothing to discuss, guys. Listen, it's therapy sesh. It's therapy sesh, man. He says, I can't lie. These Mario Kart regulations need to get binned. What do you think, man? You've had 2 races now. Let's say 3, including sprint. Is it as bad as you first thought?
I said I'm not going to judge these regulations until 5 races in, man.
Yeah,
well,
I think
from what I see in qualifying, I ain't on it.
No, here
qualifying might get binned for me,
bro. Sprint quali. I see Antonelli on the straight lifting before the final turn for the main start finish straight. The guy was lifting. You know, China's got that long straight.
Yeah.
So then do like a U. Like
trying to show it on the camera anymore. Director's sweating buckets. He's working extra hard to not show that. You know? To not show the super clipping. He doesn't want. They're working. The bare panning to different cars. Back. Loads of different panning.
Why is the term called super clipping? Just out of curiosity.
Because it basically, I think it's maximum deployment, and then the battery starts to drain, and then it kind of empties, and then from when the battery's empty, the speed goes down on the straight. If that makes sense.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So it's not them braking or anything like that. It's the car basically. The battery's done, so the energy is going down.
The car just slows down anyway.
Car just slows down, even if they're putting the foot down.
I could see them frying those batteries, because if they're revving it to the max and the battery gets emptied, right? And if you almost, because as you're saying, they're not braking, but then they almost have to lift, don't they? Because if they continue on trying to drink out of a battery that's empty, that's going to fry the battery at some point, surely.
I don't know. I don't know the technology. I know it's like a regeneration type of thing, whatever. I ain't really interested in this technology. I'll be honest. As a driver on the roads, I'm not interested in electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles.
Listen, anyone that has an electric vehicle, listen, I'll leave it for another pod. But yeah, we're petrol heads. It's gonna get
political now.
I thought, no, let's leave that for another show. But when it comes to the electric
racing, man are tussling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's real or not. It feels like, where it's like WWE. Sometimes WWE man are getting really hurt. And then sometimes it's blatantly fake. And it's like, this is what Formula 1 feels like. Is it because of the battery? One guy's got no battery, one guy's got a lot of battery, and that's why they're overtaking? Or is it actually real life tussling?
And can you trust the graphics? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I ain't watching that graphic.
Is it really happening?
I've reduced it. I was like, can I remove it from my screen? I don't care about this. What do you mean this guy's got 40% and this guy's got 60%?
It's like, how do you know? Live as well, live in time.
It really advantages the person behind. No, technically no. I think it on certain tracks it'll advantage the person in the front, because they can make them. They don't need to make them move first. They can just react to the person behind them.
Yeah, true. Very true.
And that person has to commit. They can't change last minute, change your direction, back. They can't do it anymore.
It's what Ferrari will have to learn in that break now that we've had those Saudi Arabian and Bahrain Grand Prix cancelled, or whether they'll move it somewhere else, whether they're gone for the calendar for this year, I think still remains to be seen. But Ferrari will need to learn how to sustain almost like their starts, because can they swing till the end of Mercedes? No. It's shown on 2 races now where in one of them I think they were about 20 seconds behind, and in the other one it's like, maybe okay, fine, maybe 5-10 seconds behind, but still it's nowhere near good enough for them, even when they do the strategy right. So yeah, Adam says if you don't laugh you'll cry. Yeah, I know. These scenarios are crazy. Mohammed says, good evening, guys, and end the season already. Race 2.
We lost 2 races, so that's to our disadvantage a little bit, I think.
It is, because there's less
points on the table.
Yeah, less points on the table as well to kind of make up from. Adam says, I woke up at 6:40 and went on X, and first post was Lando is not on the grid and is in the pits. I wanted to go back to sleep, man. I hear it, man. Z says hello.
Hello, Z.
And Ender says F1 won an Oscar before Oscar completed a racing lap. That's that there. That there is it. That there is it.
I don't think Oscar would like to. I don't think Oscar would like to see anything like that.
We're gonna take it away. Rough Weekend says Z. Yep, it was indeed. Bonzo says, "Yo guys, how the hell are you gonna do for the ratings?"
I'm gonna keep it 100. There's no ratings. If you tuned in to see ratings, there's no ratings.
There is no ratings whatsoever. Now, let me make a comment though from last week's ratings that we did on Oscar Piastri.
Yeah.
This is the scenario whereby you can't fault him. Last week, yeah, I gave him a 5 out of 10, and people said it was harsh, but this one is completely not his fault at all in any way, shape, or form. I just wanted to put it out there because he did take that car out on track and crashed in the wall. You know what I mean? Can't forget them things there. Forget the ratings. We need Mahad to pay Toto a visit. Listen, we need to get down to Brackley, man.
Should we speak about this engine stuff?
Yeah, let's talk. Because what the hell is going on with these guys?
Should I say what Andrea Stella said?
Yeah, let's
at the end of the race, Stella explained that both problems were related to the power unit, but they appeared to be different of nature. Although the cause is still unknown in detail, the Italian seems to be able to rule out any faulty McLaren components. So it's not McLaren components.
Yeah.
The area involved, in fact, is one under control of Mercedes HPP. Yeah. This is an area of the car that is not under control of McLaren. We rely entirely on what Mercedes HPP reports, and we trust their reports. According to them, at the moment, the two problems are of a different nature, but to the same part in the electrical side.
Yeah.
Of the engine. Yeah, and they were both terminal.
It's time to file a case.
But there's a weird thing going on where people are blaming McLaren. If they say the part is HPP, Mercedes HPP, does McLaren fit the engine? Does McLaren make the engine?
No.
Stella is saying we rely entirely on Mercedes HPP reports on this.
What I noticed,
and they gave back to him and they said there are people that said it was problems on the electrical side of the engine. McLaren didn't say that. They said diagnose it, please, and then Mercedes HPP said that. So what the hell was that? What the hell has that got to do with McLaren?
People are clowns, mate. They're not serious. They're not serious.
It could be the way they've installed it or something like that. But it could be the same kind of issue that George had in qualifying. Nobody will know. It could be an inherent problem to the Mercedes engines.
Yeah.
And we're the ones that fell victim.
It could well be that. You know, what I found interesting post-race, or during the race, because Stella was talking in the early doors, he didn't call it Mercedes HPP. But in all the other reports, like when I read the McLaren quotes and everything like that, it's Mercedes all of a sudden. Because on Sky, he talked about HPP, and I was like, who's HPP? Like, what does that mean? Googled it, and I realized it was Mercedes.
He's saying, I don't want to say it's Brackley. I'm saying it's Brixworth. I'm saying it's the engine guys.
It's the engine guys. It's not Brackley.
Because obviously Mercedes doesn't do anything else. We don't do anything else with them. It's only the engine, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean,
bro, obviously we're different in that scenario. We make our own gearbox, we make our own suspension, we make everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we got to file a case, bro. I think it's time. I think it's time that
are we getting the duds?
We're getting mugged off, is what we're getting. I think
are they giving the proper thing to Alpine and saying, "Oh, you guys ain't a threat, but you can have the proper thing because we're about to buy you."
A part of me thinks that they've given us the proper thing, but there's some fundamental information that's not been expressed. So in other words, Alpine know what's going on they know what's going on, all compassing, right? But for us, it's like same again as last year, lads. Off you go. And it's not quite that easy. It's not quite that simple. I think there's vital information. Listen, Stella spoke about this, mate. They are hiding information from us. I'm taking that word. I'm taking that. And I'm saying there's going to be an investigation.
Are you running with the conspiracy theory? You're running with
it's a conspiracy for sure. Of course it is.
But are you running with the conspiracy theory? I want to ask the chat as well. Who actually believes it?
I'm definitely.
Who believes that Mercedes is supplying dud engines or not giving them the full software or something like that, or hiding some information? Who believes that?
That's what I want to see. What you do?
I think this is not normal, bro.
This is not normal.
When it comes to reliability, this team's on it. That's one thing. They're gonna start the race, bro.
There's something not quite right, man.
Since Stella took over, our reliability has been since Austria 2023. Our reliability has been solid.
You know, like there's something wrong, says Alex. Right, 100%. Federico's saying there's something going on.
And Zach Brown wakes up in Arlington, Texas, because he weren't at the race. He was at the IndyCar race.
Indy,
what's he thinking?
Listen, he better have been there today, chatting, talking up, because like I said, it's a stick up.
Flew straight to Brackley.
Straight there.
I flew there.
Go to Brixworth from Arlington, mate. Because even Arlington, Texas, that's not like an easy flight to get to anywhere. You've got to go somewhere, at least at Dallas.
Yeah, the gaffer was near the Dallas Cowboys stadium. Look what happened. We started acting like Dallas Cowboys.
See? You see? Toto Wolf said that he wants to supply one less team, says Ranch. Shout out to you, Ranch. What's going on, man? Hope you're good and well.
Yeah, is it us? Are they trying to force it?
Is it us? Yeah.
That's the Ranch. Are they trying to, obviously, of the teams, Williams, that's their guy, James Vowles.
Yeah.
That's cool. Alpine, they're going to buy Alpine. Mercedes is buying a stake in that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are they saying, odd one out, we need to get rid of our competitor, McLaren, let's leave them?
Bro, they're hating, bro.
Let's try to force the process where McLaren leave before we push.
Bro, they're hating on us, man. We dropped 2 constructors' titles on their head top. This is the case.
And look, I'm not absolving McLaren of any blame or anything like that, but let's talk about the reality here. Obviously, the chassis is going to be underdeveloped. The aero is going to be underdeveloped compared to the Mercedes and Ferrari
because they have more time.
Because they have more wind tunnel time. I don't understand. People, let's go through this. Let's go through this all, right? I did some calculations earlier. Yeah. Regarding the aero time and the development between Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and us, right? Because we've already seen the option. We've already seen what's happened with Red Bull when they had less wind tunnel time. What happened to them?
Yeah.
When you're winning, the rules are designed for that team to be pegged back.
Yeah, exactly. To be part of the pack, exactly.
I don't know why McLaren should be absolved of what these rules are. You know what I'm saying? So So let's talk about wind tunnel time. So since June 2024, we've had 240 fewer wind tunnel runs and 1,500 fewer CFD simulations than Ferrari. Against Red Bull and Mercedes, we've had 1,200 fewer CFD simulations, 192 fewer wind tunnel runs. Yeah. Why would people think that doesn't matter?
Because they're silly. Because it's a clickbait.
This is thousands of runs.
Yeah.
Especially against Ferrari. They have to be super incompetent not to catch up with that much significant time in the wind tunnel to develop, right? People talking about, okay, let's talk about last year. McLaren switched off early to focus on 2026 and they nearly fumbled the title only to produce this car.
You know?
Let me test this logic, because I think this is the dumbest logic and take you can have as a Formula One fan right now. It just oozes off somebody that doesn't know anything about Formula One. Right? So let's go through the options last year, yeah? Let's say the first option is we stopped development even earlier than we did. Let's say we just stuck with the base car, we brought one upgrade and that's it. Yeah. That means we lose the driver's title because Red Bull was developing.
Yeah.
We stopped developing earlier. We lose driver's title. We put the constructors at risk. Maybe we don't lose constructors. Maybe we do. Yeah. And we leave 2025 with nothing, just to have a car that's on par for 2026, to be matching Mercedes or matching somebody else, Ferrari, whatever. Yeah. You could do the other way that people wanted. Keep bringing upgrades. So then Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri can secure 1-2 in the title. And there's none of that nonsense that happened in AD by winning by a small amount, right? Then you'd be even more cooked than you are now. He would be even more cooked.
It would be
more we would be with Audi and Alpine and what? We'd be even finished. We'd be finished. So what people are asking for, what McLaren fans are asking for, you put 2025 at risk by not developing and bringing upgrades. You want to be even more in a worse position. You want to be finishing
yeah.
P14 in that. That option, yeah? Or the third option is what they did. Have a middle ground, finish at an appropriate time. And obviously you're not going to be at the front, but you're going to be near the front.
Near the front, and then you can develop after that.
We're near the front.
Yeah.
We've got a car that's got the ability to qualify on P3. Within the top 5.
Right? Yeah.
So considering we've been on 70% baseline wind tunnel allowance for nearly 2 years. Yeah. And for you to be such a numbskull to think that doesn't have any impact on the team, you must be stupid.
It's clear. It's clear.
What happened to, you think Red Bull fell off a cliff?
Oh yeah. By the way,
you simply cannot actually develop the parts because you don't have enough time. And
yeah, like you say,
Ferrari especially had way more time.
You're made to be pulled back, exactly as you said. You're made. These are the new sort of cycle is meant to peg us back because of what we've done. You know, and as Sophie says, look, everybody started earlier than us.
Yeah, Mercedes and Ferrari on record developed earlier than us. On record.
Was it from like 2023? It was like from 2023.
And people are still complaining that McLaren started early. There's teams that are the two teams that are cooking started on 2026 earlier than us.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about right now? It's not like Red Bull. Look where Red Bull are. Look where Red Bull are beefing Alpine and Haas right now. Look at that performance in China. That's what you would have got if you wanted to carry on bringing upgrades last year. But then some people will say, oh, at least they started the race. We've already discussed that this is a Mercedes HPP issue, right?
Yeah, man.
If it's an integration issue, that's something that them and HPP got to talk about, right? Because how comes Williams was able to integrate it and Alpine were able to integrate it, but we can't? Or if it's something untowards, if there's a Mercedes individual outside our garage with a little Wi-Fi switch on their phone that could F up our engines remotely, which is just fanciful, or they're actually just giving us the worst of the best batch. But there are rules there to say they're all equal and they're picked randomly and stuff like that. We could have just been unlucky. There could be something untowards happening. It could be just McLaren just can't get the reliability right. But at the end of the day, like Stella said, we rely on Mercedes HPP reports regarding the engine. If you've had Oscar flying into the wall because of an energy spike that was in the engine, and you've had 2 DNSs because of the engine, what's that got to do with McLaren?
Beats me. It beats me. Honestly. It's madness, man. Shout out to Knockoff. I saw your comment earlier. I was going to bring it up, but it said could be worse. Max went from P8 to P20, then back to P9 in the sprint, and then from P8 to P18 and back to 10, getting overtaken on pace by Haas. Pit F by the safety car. Get back into P6. Engine goes poof. Poof.
What do you choose? That or that type of race or DNS?
Nah, DNS,
bro. If you're a Lando Oscar fan, what do you want? That type of race or DNS?
No, you want a DNS, boy. Because did you see Max Verstappen start at the Chinese Grand Prix?
Oh, that start alone? He's had that start multiple times. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Because even Hadjar don't have that start. I don't know what's going on with his car.
Yeah, it's cooked, man. Listen, Red Bull's a midfield team. Red Bull's a midfield team.
People say, "Oh, McLaren are back in the midfield." That is the midfield. How can you be in the midfield if you're nowhere near anybody? We're in midfield upper class.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
We're in midfield business class.
Racing Bulls have the same points as them, right? I swear Racing Bulls have the same points. Oh, I know listen, there's 2 races in, sprint included, but I'm sure the Racing Bull, from what I saw yesterday, they've got the same points as 12 each. Red Bull Racing and Racing Bulls, 12 points each.
You got 12.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to you. 12 points each. You know, that's bro. By the way, breaking news: Verstappen is leaving Red Bull at the end of the season.
Verstappen's leaving F1, man.
You don't think he'll get a cheeky Mercedes call up, or Ferrari dunk out Leclerc, bro? Just do the madness, mate, or something.
Something has to happen at Mercedes for him to get C runner.
Or even Zach Brown might just say, you know what, Oscar, brother, it's been fun. It's been blessed.
No, he wouldn't do that. Oscar's got a longer contract than Lando. Lando's the one that's not renewing right now.
Is it okay? So okay, fine. Even Lando, whoever, like I could listen. If Max Verstappen is on the table, do you collect?
Well, he tried to approach Verstappen before it, and then he heard the price and he went, dude. Zach dropped the phone. Zach dropped the phone, bro.
We don't have the facilities for that big man. Them ones, yeah. Listen, let's get Max Verstappen's getting ready to learn.
Aston Martin, man. Better learn ovals, man. You're going IndyCar, bro.
Yeah. Raj says Verstappen is pure skill issue. If you have 0 good starts, I mean,
is that 0 good starts?
There is that case. I mean, they are so bad.
Like Kimi had some bad starts. Kimmy's had bad starts,
but he had a good one in China. To be fair, in the race,
good one in the race, but in the sprint race, it was looking spooky.
Yeah, it's looking spooky, man. Listen, Berman has more points than Red Bull. Yeah, it's not looking great, mate.
Berman's got more points than our drivers, so I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, we got to leave it there. Shout out to Nomvoyo, who says apparently they gave us the same power unit and asked, but we need to ask the right questions. So it's like a Rubik's cube. We need to figure it out. Listen, bruv, give us the.
They gave it to us in testing. Then
number 1, give it to us in testing. Number 2, when you get a Rubik's cube, they give you the instructions. They give you the instructions. They tell you how to do the thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Shout out to JME, bro. That's how I learned that one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing, man? Like, what are we actually doing here? I'm telling you, so it's time for a stick up. Nom said something else as well that was quite interesting. Yeah, this broke my heart. Let me tell you something right now. Qualifying sucks. Purple sectors are gaslighting me for no reason. I'm seeing Oscar do.
I don't watch that.
Bro, Oscar got a purple sector in.
Got purple sector 1 in it.
Sector 1, he's got purple over everybody on the grid. And so where is he? Wait, he qualified. What did he qualify? P6, P5. Sorry, and I think Lando qualified P6. Which, by the way, Oscar ahead of Lando. Hello, is that second time in a row now? Is that 2-1?
Yeah,
is that 2-0?
It's 2-0. It's 2-0 in Grand Prix.
Yeah. Yeah.
1-0 sprints. 1-0
Let's watch this space. Just pay attention to that. Yeah, sector 3 was pure pain. It is pure pain. Pure pain.
That's terrible sector, man.
No, man, it's crazy. Sophie says, I'm not sure Max would play the team game like McLaren prides itself to do so.
Yeah, the worst thing is McLaren will tell him he's an employee and he's got to work for providing rules and that. He'll be moving
exactly.
Mad.
Exactly. Ranch says the instructions are in German, brother. Translated to German through Google Translate, even though the engine is made in the UK. That's it, bro. No, on a real Mahad, yeah.
We've got to have that conversation behind closed doors.
Let there be a DNS in Japan. Let there be one DNS in Japan. And McLaren, you know, like they do at Parliament Square where people just protest, right? We need to go with our flags. We need to turn up to you said it's not Brackley. Brock, is it where's
everybody link up outside MTC? We're driving.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll ask Zach to hire us a thing because there's a big break off in Japan.
Why is there not more outrage online amongst McLaren fans about this? You lot need to be going skits.
Yeah,
about this. Are you crazy?
Nah, man.
Because you know, if you cause enough noise on the internet, yeah, FIA will pay attention.
We'll pay attention, man. No, real talk. I'm being genuinely serious, by the way.
And Stella don't say these things for no reason. I'm telling you.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He wouldn't say this for no reason.
He is very politically correct, right? So when he does come out and say something, he's reached it. He's reached his limit. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's see. Alex says, what interests me is how quickly we closed the gap from Australia to China. Went from beefing RB and then I'd say slower on the day to being clearly ahead, quali and sprint. Yeah, I mean
that's why we're in this no man's land right now.
This is exactly why.
If we had the same level of performance we did in Australia, we would be beefing Haas.
Oh, for sure.
Verstappen and that, and be 50 seconds behind. I reckon in that race we would have been 30 seconds behind. I think we would have gained maybe like 20 seconds. We'd still be significantly behind. But
we still would.
And obviously now Stella said that we're gonna have upgrades for Japan. I assume it's gonna be the first step of upgrades. You know how we did it in Austria upgrades, and then Silverstone was the big one.
It was the big one,
in 2023. So I reckon it's gonna be first small step, then a big one in Miami when we come back in May. But the problem is like if the engine stuff is still happening, you don't start the race. How can we even test the upgrades? Can't do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We can have more points of downforce, more grip. We can have everything that's popping off because I know Rob Marshall. I trust him. I trust Pete Prod, all of them one.
Yeah.
I trust those guys to do what they need to do. And they made a conscious decision to come with a solid baseline and then upgrade it from there by looking at others. But we can't test that out if the engine doesn't.
It's madness, bro. How are we in this situation,
bro?
Man?
We bought a TV from Amazon. Turn it on. It's not turning on. Call Amazon. Say my TV is broken. Can you help me out? Can you send someone around or take it back as a refund? And then they tell me on the phone back, hold that. And drop it. This is what's happening right now.
It's basically what's happening. We've got our own engineers, so they should be able to figure it out. Really?
And the people that say build your own engine and stuff like that, I am a consumer that's purchased a product.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not then expected to fix it. If I buy a fridge, I'm not ringing Samsung to say, yo, and then Samsung's telling me, get a screwdriver out, sort it out yourself.
You know?
That's not how it works. Part of the purchase is fixing it where it has those problems. Of any purchase.
1,000%. There's got to be a
we don't know the ins and out of the contract and stuff like that between Mercedes and McLaren. But there's no way there's a contract. There's no way there's a contract where there's something goes wrong with the engine that McLaren are expected to fix it.
No, there must be a maintenance contract alongside this. There's got to be a maintenance contract alongside. With that straight, without the last step forward we made, we would have got lapped absolutely 6/10 down one straight after making a leap forward is ill. Over or under Oscar starting 15 Grand Prix. Hey, don't laugh, don't make jokes like that, you know, because that could come back to haunt us.
There's only 22 Grand Prix, man. What you mean under 15? I feel like I'm in 2015, man. DNS, DNF, DNS, DNF.
You know? Bro, yeah, I ain't felt like this in ages since Button and Alonso, mate. I ain't felt like this in ages. If my TV broke and I called the company and they tell me to ask the right questions, someone's dying at the end of the night. it's insanity.
Am I speaking to the guy from Saw on that? I'm speaking to Riddler from Batman. Maybe.
Exactly. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We can't do the 1000th GP party in Miami now. They got to cancel that. Because the races got cancelled. We spoke about that last week. We said if the races got cancelled, Zach shouldn't have tweeted about that event.
I know.
Because now it's Barcelona.
He has to pull it. And as he says, look, Barcelona.
So the DNS, and the Saudi and Bahrain not happening means it's Barcelona now.
Okay, because of the DNS.
DNS and the 2 races being cancelled.
Mate. I mean, look. Nom says, I'm pretty sure we knew how to negotiate contracts, especially after our Honda days. You'd think.
Listen, Zach is lethal with the contracts. Look what happened with.
Bro, could you imagine if we still had
with Polo?
Yeah.
Watertight.
Could you imagine if we still had like Eric Boulier and friggin' Ron Dennis, bro, at this moment in time, and Martin Whitmarsh?
Ron would be pretending like nothing's wrong.
Yeah. Ron will just cover it because he's probably
Ron in the later years is a different person, man.
He was true. He was collecting envelopes, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
You need to understand that story, man. That story's the latter years. I think everybody just looks at Ron Dennis during the peak years. The latter years is dark, man. The
latter years was dark. When he came back, I was delighted. I thought, yeah, he's gonna fix this mess that's been going on. Didn't fix nothing. Partook in it basically. Do you know what I mean?
We've got to move on to Japan, guys. We
forgot we're doing this today. Japan can't come soon enough. Archer, listen, I genuinely think, a prediction for Japan. Let me just say it like this, right? Bro, one of our cars won't start the race.
Don't say that, man.
I'm serious.
When did we get to this space, man?
No, because it's good.
When did we get to this space mentally? How did we end up here?
I'll tell you why. Because I'm watching with my very eyes. Mercedes throwing us under the bus, mate. It's nothing to do with the McLaren people. It's nothing to do with anybody that's working behind the scenes, doing their thing, trying to make sense of all of this. These guys have no manual for this power unit. Because two things, Mahad. What's funny is they could tell me that there is electrical issues on the power unit side that are too different between Lando and Oscar. They can't tell me what the issue is.
Two different. Are you deep in this, bro? Two different issues on the same part.
Two
different issues on the same part, bro.
Come on. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it's not even funny, guys. It's not even funny. And the thing is, yeah, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, Mahad. I kind of want it to happen so that we launch the investigation. I need the investigation to be done.
Man said, I want to be in court, FIA.
I want court hearing. I need FIA.
Let's go to France right now.
I need it. Bro, our team ate 100 million for Spygate, and we're still recovering from that. We ate 100 million for that. I want to go to every single. There needs to be VAR. I'm honestly, a case needs to be brought together. Who's our lawyers at McLaren? Who's in the legal department? Let's find out who these people are. Because you know what's so funny? Some people I work with now.
I said I need lawyers.
Some people I work with now at Arsenal who are part of the legal department were from Red Bull. And let me tell you something right now, yeah? Them man know how to shut a case. Because Red Bull for all these years, yeah, look at what Red Bull was going through all them years. And now the chickens came home to roost, yeah? These men are gone straight away. I need to see personnel in the legal department. I need to find out who they are. And as soon as I do, where is our Jonathan Wheatley? Where's our one? Do you know what I'm saying?
Jonathan Wheatley's Randy Singh, bro.
Singh, it's time. It's time. You've enjoyed your time in the sun.
We need to hide the man from Suits.
You know?
Harvey Specter and that. We need somebody.
You know?
We need somebody.
To come
through. We need somebody to come through and build a case.
Even gets his lawyer, whoever that was, because he got only 12 for that. Brother, he only got 12. Bring that guy in. My God, I can't believe that. And listen, I'm a Graham fan, but my goodness, that is nuts. Everyone say, why would you say that? There's no sprints. If anything, we won't compete in all 3 practice sessions.
China was a sprint, yeah?
Yeah.
The next race is Japan. Japan is not a sprint, yeah? Miami's a sprint. Then Canada's a sprint, bro.
Oh, flip me.
We've only got 3 practice sessions. And then 2 sprint practice sessions in a row.
No, this is dark hours, man. Oh, man. Let me tell you, you see that break after Japan? Because it's after Japan is the big break, isn't it? It's Japan, then it's Miami.
The big break, yeah.
It's like a month, right? We're like a month off.
Ring up FIA and say we need a testing session. Brands Hatch, 3 days.
Brands Hatch.
We're bringing it old school, not even Silverstone. Brands Hatch. We need something. We need time.
That's too funny, man.
We need track time, man. They can't do this. They can't take away 2 races from people. That's development time.
Nah, man. Have you, man, spoken on Stella Speak on Miami being your season start?
Oh, did he say that? Okay.
If that's the case, then I'm chilling.
People that say upgrades Japan, yeah, I don't expect too much from Japan. Japan will be like a tiny step or minimal step. Yeah. Then Miami's going to be the 2. It was killing me because Bahrain would have been there.
It would have been ours, yeah. Especially a home Grand Prix.
Would have been the big jump then. And we could have scored more points, but we're losing points. From now, I'm saying titles are going to be very difficult from this point, from the start.
Yeah.
There'll have to be a collapse on Mercedes.
Yeah, I think by Barcelona, every race, people would take their grid drops with changing power unit parts. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go through like 20 power units this season. Everyone's getting cooked, mate. Everyone's getting cooked. It's Peter Massa. He wants the FIA in court. It's true, no, because like they can't get away with this. They can't get, in a time where, and by the way, I don't know about you, I think Mercedes have still got more tucked under the sleeve. This ain't full Mercedes either, what we're seeing from them. I think there's more to come. I do think Kimi's like almost racing the bolts off that car, but I feel like there's more tucked underneath, man, that they're not even using yet. God knows how bad that car can be, in a good way for them. Do a football thing and sign Jonathan Wheatley on loan for 6 months deal. Yeah, man, something like that. Something like that. Will all 22 cars start on the grid this year? That's a great question, Adam.
Oh, we ain't got there yet.
Bro, Bortoletto and Alex Albon.
Do you know what I love? At least McLaren are honest. Audi, you're not knowing any information. Please understand what Audi have been doing this season. Yeah, I observed Formula One. I'm watching it. Yeah, Audi have not started 2 races yet. They've not given a reason. Whenever Audi have an issue, they don't give a reason. Do you know what they say? We've got an issue. They will never explain what it is. Hulkenberg didn't start. Bortoletto won't start. They're not going to tell you what it is. It's like the Illuminati over there. No information getting up.
Answer me this: why don't they have a Twitter account?
They're not interested, man. This is a 90s.
Do they even have an Insta account? Let me see. Do they even have an Insta account?
Audi Revolution.
I'm gonna check this. There's an Audi Sport. Does that count? That don't count. Let's see. Audi F1. I've searched it. Okay, there's an Audi F1. Okay, fine. But I can't find these. They're on Insta, but I can't find them on Twitter anyway. Anyway, enough about that. I don't think we will. I mean, Adam, to be honest, I think we will. I mean, you have to eventually, isn't it? Like by race 10.
Nah, man. We're back into non-reliability.
Are we back in that, bro? That non-reliability era, man. Nah, come on.
90s, 2000s.
The 2000s, mate. It's like McLaren in 2003, isn't it? Or even 05. It's just a mad
man. I'm not turning up to the race because of stress.
We do that, and Mercedes as an institution fold. I mean, true that, yeah. Only positive, we are clear of the Red Bull at least, says Archer. Upgrades for Japan, says Adam.
Red Bull is what you look in the mirror and say, oh, this is what if we brought upgrades, so Lando or Oscar could win the title by 20 points. That's what our future was. That's what
the future was, boy.
Our future was where Red Bull is right now.
They probably don't see it now, but hey, this is what it is. This is what it is. Man, it's a lot, man. Honestly, what's your prediction for Japan?
We will finish the race. Both cars.
Both cars will finish.
Yeah, both cars will finish the race. My prediction is both cars will finish the race in the points. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction. What's your prediction in the chat, people? Let us know, where are the drivers qualifying and where are they finishing? I'm telling you, bro. There's one more in us, mate. Because I'll tell you what, even if I think one car will not start. If both cars start, I think both DNF.
DNF? Come on, bro. We haven't broke down on track, bro.
Nah, but
when have we broken down on track?
What I find interesting is, as in, let's just say, for example, because you know what, yeah, I wonder what made the mechanics clock that something's wrong with the car.
The car didn't turn on, bro.
Well, there you go. Okay, so they didn't even turn on. Okay, so there we go.
They didn't touch the car. They finished qualifying. They didn't touch the car. They came back in the morning. Engine wouldn't turn on. Car wouldn't turn over.
That's
I think that was Orlando's car. Then Oscar's car turned over, and then when they took it to the grid, it wouldn't turn over anymore.
Okay. Well, let's hope it starts. Yeah, let's just hope it turns on.
Oh, Peter, they're saying you're bringing a curse to McLaren.
I'm seeing. So I'm saying, Peter, you got to stop putting these bad vibes into the air.
Got you in the mud.
You already, bro. You lot said I was killing Piastri when I was thinking he's going to win. You're just being impartial and trying to do it to Norris too. Listen,
Hey, papaya rules, man. Bad vibes for everybody. Bad vibes for Norris. Bad vibes for Piastri.
Yeah, first of all, it's not going to be one over the other.
Steph says that DNS, please, man. We can't out of 3 races have 4 DNSs. Let's have shame, man.
Let's have shame. Nom says 5th and 6th.
We're moving like bloody. What was that team's name, man? Let me go back.
Listen, I will pray for a 5th and 6th, Nom.
Can't believe it's gone out of my mind.
I'm praying for a 5th and 6th right now. You know what I'm saying? Z says, I won't have Oscar starting his season in May, gents. No, listen up. Mercedes are turning us over, guys. They're turning. It's not even a case of like how far have we fallen, because I'm not looking at it on a results thing. I'm not looking at it as a thing of like this is who McLaren are. This is not what I'm saying. We are getting done over, and the FIA are just sitting there. Stefano Domenicali, I see him hugging Lewis and Kimi in the briefing, in the race, whatever it was, the little cool down room. Listen, instead of hugging, I get it, yeah. You're Italian.
Instead of hugging.
bro. I
No
need
shot
you.
of fiction.
I
How
need
dare you?
Listen, shout out to Kimi Antonelli for getting his first win. Yeah, big up to him. Yeah, 100%. But listen, there's matters at hand, Stefano. There's matters at hand that you need to deal with. One more DNS, and I'm sending physical letter to HPP, second class stamp. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm writing a letter. Our big man, I'm writing a letter.
I've drafted one.
I'll collect signatures from everybody.
Listen, I've drafted one now, so it's ready to go. Because as soon as I see the shenanigan take place again, Japan will not be straightforward. Everybody knows this. You lot all know this. If we DNS or DNF in Japan,
we're good in Japan, though, man. We're not rubbish in Japan, are we?
We're not rubbish in Japan.
Even in 2023, we're good.
But listen, we're not rubbish in China. We're not rubbish in Australia. So, you come on, smell the coffee, man.
Wake up. Smell coffee, right?
That letter will never arrive with Royal Mail. You think? I think Royal Mail's a pretty standard job, no?
No, first class. Have you not heard what Royal Mail does? They prioritize.
By the way,
they prioritize packages over letters. If you send the letter, it's not going anywhere, bro.
To be fair, yeah.
It's over.
I will physically record myself posting the letter too. Mate, we have to go live straight away. Listen,
Z says she's going to see us next season, man.
Yeah, I know.
Something that's highly likely to happen.
Z said, listen, something that can happen. Man. Like, on a real, yeah,
don't risk it.
It's a 50% chance that this could happen. That's where I'm at with it. Like, how sure am I that that's going to happen? I mean, Carlos Sainz got in the points, bruv. His car's overweight.
This is what pisses me off. You see this last comment here?
This one here.
Read it.
Have you seen
what they're saying?
Have you seen interviews with Toto when he's asked about McLaren's issues? He's basically said that our drivers don't put in the work, and then he had a smirk saying maybe we just didn't build the car properly. Sorry?
He's trying to say, oh yeah, it's not only us, it's Russell put in the work. I don't think the McLaren drivers put in the work.
He's a little idiot. What are we doing here?
You know when you know something's all engine, yeah?
Mm.
When you look at the track map, yeah, you see when they do the map of the dominance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every single time it's Mercedes on the straight, never in the corner.
Mm.
They're not faster than they're barely faster than people in the corners.
That's telling. Telling.
What skill do you need to drive in the straight line?
You just need a powerful B unit. That's what you need. You don't need no skill for that.
Don't gas your driver, man. Please, I don't want to, because if Ferrari get closer and they start showing you man up,
yeah, man,
then I'm pulling up them statements.
Start flapping.
Even our drivers, if we get to the front,
yeah,
we start pulling drivers' pants down.
It's time to start framing, bro. It's time to start framing.
Z says, I'm taking the pictures, bro.
Z says, I won't watch the rest of the season. I will not subject myself to whatever the game mercs are playing with us. I hear you, bro. I actually hear you. Guys, look, that's gonna wrap up this week's episode, man. We tried to give a
hour out of that, mate.
Yeah, somehow I don't know how.
No racing.
Of no ratings, of no racing. I mean, look, sprint was, like we said, people mentioned it earlier. We looked a lot better than we did on in Australia. That's an improvement. Hopefully, we can sort out whatever the issue was in China and go again in Japan and have some credibility, have some integrity. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's put some integrity back on the board because that's what we need to have. We're still third in the constructors, so hold that. The rest of you lot, yeah. I'm even a real F1 fan when I turn the TV off after a race like China. I'm not even a real F1 fan. Lando and Oscar get 10s because F Merc, FHHP. Here we go again. Listen, we do go again, man. We go again in Japan. And guys, we'll see you the Tuesday after the Japanese Grand Prix. Have a week off, yeah? Have a week off, digest. You know what I'm saying? Go see your family. It was Mother's Day the other day, right? Do you know what I mean? So shout out to you. And big up to Federico. Remember to like and subscribe. Please do. And we're at McLaren Fan TV on all socials. So make sure you do follow us and plenty more content coming your way. Let's both of our cars start before Audi. Yeah, absolutely.
This is the race. This is the race against Audi.
This is our race. Yeah. Good night, gents. Thank you very much, Steph. And Nom, bye guys. Bye to you guys. Peace. We'll see you next after the next race. Until then.